On our morning show today from WRCO, we're going to look ahead at a benefit that is going on this Sunday. The Ithaca Lions Club will be serving up another pancake breakfast, this time a fundraiser for Emmett Miller, who is a student in the Ithaca district. We'll learn about that story and more. Joining us in the studio, Dean Reinhardt, representing the Lions Club, and Sheila Troxel, who's usually representing someone. Good to see you, Sheila.
Thank you, Phil.
And Dean as well.
Thank you.
You bet. The Ithaca Lions, you guys have done a lot of good with these pancake breakfasts over the years, haven't you?
Oh, yeah. We're up and running again, and we like to help out the community, and, it's just something to do.
Right. Points you in the right direction. And
it does, yeah.
A lot of people have reached out for this benefit, which we'll talk about. But I think, Dean, it seems like when there's a youngster involved, it does tug at the heartstrings, doesn't it?
It seems like it wakes people up more. They feel... I don't know what the word would be, but it's just amazing what this community has done for this benefit already. And, like you said, when there's a young person involved, it's just a little more touching.
Let's talk a little bit about Emmett, Sheila, Emmett Miller and his parents in the Ithaca area.
Yeah, Emmett is an 8-year-old student at Ithaca High School, and his parents are Cole and Ioana Miller. And Carrie had reached out to me from the Ithaca Lions. I don't know, about a year and a half ago, we did one for Chris Coe. And so she had asked if I could step in and help out, do the silent auction and the bake sale. And when she said it was for an 8-year-old child, I have an 8-year-old grandson. It was like, I'm in. So I've been working on that part, and the community has been just overwhelmingly generous. And, this piece of equipment is, it's a portable AED. So it's an automated external defibrillator. So if Emmett would have a cardiac arrest type of situation, then the defibrillator would shock the heart to get it back into a normal rhythm. And basically, it allows Emmett to have as normal a life as what he can. I think, as his mom said, he can go to birthday parties, he can do things with other kids. He might not be able at some point to play sports, but even like sledding down the hill, she said, that everything, they have to watch for everything. And I know the Ithaca nurse, she said, has been really great to help them, so he can enjoy some of the things the other kids do.
Talk a little bit about his condition, because you've learned a little bit more about it since then.
Yeah, it's just, and I have to be honest, I didn't know much about it. And when they said that it's a genetic disease, and it ran in his family, and he tested positive for it, and it's called CPVT. And when the family found out, I think she said it the best, when the family found out he had this, their entire life changed that day. And so they're just trying to make him have as normal life as possible.
He's done very well.
He has, yes, he has. And so we just want to make sure that continues. And she did say that he has to make, many trips down to the Children's Hospital in Madison. And, so there's always that great expense. When you think about, even when they're doing well, just the gas and the time and away from work, and those things just all add up. And then I know not only on the piece of equipment itself, but I guess there's charging pads, and those have to evidently be changed out, and those are like $120 each time they change out. So just everything just adds up very quickly.
It does, and sometimes insurance comes into play, doesn't cover a lot of that stuff.
Well, I sell insurance, but I'm going to tell you, there's those moments that I struggle with sometimes the decisions they make, because I think that this is one of the reasons, evidently from what I understand, the insurance hasn't approved it until he actually has an episode. And so none of us want to wait till that happens. We want to be prepared if something would happen.
Yeah, and that's kind of the sad thing, because wasn't the equipment like from Florida or something like that, but not necessarily approved in Wisconsin or something?
I think the Ithaca nurse really advocated for that, and then it got recalled. They had it, and it got recalled, and then when she was able to get it approved, then that company wasn't licensed for the state of Wisconsin, so then they couldn't use that piece of equipment. So there's just a lot of complication in it and kind of red tape, and so we just need to get this piece of equipment for this little guy.
Since they've announced you're doing this fundraiser and the Ithaca Lions are doing this, other people have stepped up that are very familiar with this.
Yes, I've had other people. I just can't even express the kindness of other families that have gone through this, experienced it. It's just those stories will stay with me forever, and the incredible kindness that they don't know this family. They just want to help this family and not go through some of the things they've had to go through. So I'm just proud to be the liaison between the families and the generosity that they're showing.
And you have the silent auction. You have some other things going on.
Oh, we've got all kinds of stuff.
People have stepped up. Look at your list there. My goodness.
We have, oh my gosh, I'll just name off a few things that we have. And we're also going to be doing a 50-50 raffle. And then Deb Niemeyer, who helped us set up for Chris Coe's bake sale, is going to help us set up. And then she has to leave for church. So Lindsay and Diana from Robin's Nest are going to step in and run the bake sale, but they're also bringing bouquets of flowers, and people can buy them, and then all the proceeds will be donated back to the family. And then I've got, oh my gosh, a beautiful white and cedar bench from Driftless Outdoors. Darwin Hostetler is always so great to step in and help. I have a huge, every time I go to my office, there's like more and more things. And I have a large frame picture donated by Pat Sherman. I have all kinds of baskets filled with all kinds of themes, children's, guy baskets, skincare baskets, ladies baskets, maple syrup baskets, jam and jelly baskets. I've got cinnamon rolls coming from Geraldine Kolstad, and as you know, nobody makes cinnamon rolls like Geraldine. I have family movie pass from Tony and the theater. You know, they're so good to give. Jim Simpson and Simpson Ford gave a Milwaukee Compact inflator. I have a children's bike. I have beautiful embroidered table runners and placemats. And that person reached out to me. She had saw the story on Facebook, and then she called me. And then she's from the Spring Green area, and so I have they're just beautifully done. I have received checks from all over, from Belmont and Elroy. You know, they just have heard that story. I have a filter system from Ash Creek Plumbing and Heating. I have gift cards from the Phoenix Center, Subway, TC Auto, for the Community Center, Elusive Escape Rooms, Christie Sunnyside, Galaxy Skate Center. I have large kites. I have huge stuffies from Paul and the Prescription Center. I have a weather vane. I have pregame Packer tickets with parking, but we don't know who they're playing yet because it hasn't been released. So there's just all kinds of stuff that I can't even tell you about. It'll be nice to see my desk at some point next week.
Yeah, you'll get it cleared off for Sunday eventually, right?
Yeah, and it just keeps coming in. I mean, people just keep calling, and that's the thing I do want to mention. We will be setting up Saturday at 1 o'clock at the high school. We have requested, I asked Dean, can you get the gym? And so we're going to shift it into the gym because I don't think we would have enough room in the hallway where sometimes it's set up. But they can drop things off after 1 o'clock on Saturday at the gym. They can leave things at Wallace Cooper and Elliott Insurance. If you wish to donate or you want us to pick up something, you can reach myself. My cell number is 608-604-4672, or you can reach Jessica Huntemer. She's also helping me, and her number is 608-604-6601. So however we can help, we will do that. You know, it's nice to have good friends, and it's nice to have family like my sister Trinda and her husband Ed will step in and help me set up. Neil and Jessica and their family are going to come and help out. And I can't say enough about the Lions. You know, the Lions are just an incredible group of people that just keep giving and help so many families in the area.
They certainly do. So you have it figured out, Dean, logistically, how it's going to work on Sunday?
Well, on our part, it's going to be business as usual, but I'm glad I don't have Sheila's headaches.
Well, you were able to get the gym, though.
That's one thing about the school. You know, as long as it's a Lions Club, I go up, well, can we do this? Can we do that? And Yes, you can. You know, the school helps us out so much. If it wasn't for that, we wouldn't be able to do anything like this.
Sheila mentioned all of the great things. You just need people to bid on them, don't you?
That's for sure. People to come and eat and go in and bid and come back and eat again and go bid again. So
have 2 meals?
Well, sure. Why not?
Sure.
Come early for breakfast and come back for lunch.
What time does it start on Sunday?
We start serving at 7, and we'll serve till 12:30. It'll be in the Commons like it always is. The same menu: pancakes, ham, applesauce, cheese, coffee, milk, so scrambled eggs. So, yeah, business as usual.
It'd be interesting if you would have kept a tab on all the pancakes you've served over the years. My goodness.
I don't know if I can count that high.
I don't think so. and Dick Hauser was here yesterday talking about some of the projects, but 40 years as a franchise. Were you an inaugural member?
I was not a charter member, no.
Okay.
I've been, I think it's 37 years that I've been a member.
That's all. Okay.
That's all. Yeah.
That's a lot of help. And are you getting some younger members in the group now?
We're trying to. Yeah, we've got a few younger members. We've got a few people that we're trying to recruit. Well, when we get time, we'll be there to help all we can. But as far as joining, I don't really want to commit, but I'll be there to help. So yeah, the community is real good about us.
And you're not going to turn away volunteers?
Oh no. No, not at all. The school is real good. They put out a thing in their announcements, and different school groups, the kids all volunteer. They'll come in, they'll clean tables, they'll help serve, they'll wash dishes, whatever we ask them to do, and they're right there.
Yeah, I've noticed that a lot of times it's a group or basketball club or whatever it is that comes out and helps you.
Yeah, and then there's so many adult members, the parents or just community members come in. What can I do? They'll clean tables, they'll whatever needs to be done. It's just amazing.
You have quite a few events scheduled already for this year, don't you?
We do, yeah. We've got this one, and then we've got another benefit coming up in April. We're going to do a meat raffle at the end of April, and then we're going to try and do a chicken barbecue at the park in August, I think it is. So, yeah, we're a busy bunch.
And what about reflecting on your 37 years or whatever, Dean? Anything you're most proud of or anything like that you can recall?
Oh my gosh, there's been so much happen over the last 37 years that I would really hate to say one thing stands out over another. But just looking back at all the things that we have done over my 37 years and the other 3, for the charter members, we still have, I think it's 4 charter members involved in the club. So I'd hate to even try and guess.
That's impressive. When there's a need, the Lions step up, don't they?
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
We're there.
Let's talk a little bit about if somebody would like to donate. How does that work, Dean?
We do have the 501c3. So if anybody wants to make a large donation or whatever you want to call it, they will need to make the check, if they write a check, to the Ithaca Lions Foundation. That way it's a separate account, and all they have to do is go up to the gal at the table that's sitting there taking the money and say we would like a receipt, and then the check has to be written to the Ithaca Lions Foundation. If you don't need a receipt, then just Ithaca Lions Club. And that way you can have be able to take it off your taxes or however that works. But
all of the money, though, on Sunday, if you write it out to the Lions Foundation or whatever, will go to the Miller family.
Oh, yeah. Everything will go into the same account, eventually end up in the same account. But if you want a receipt, for your tax purposes, it has to be written to the foundation to run it through the 501c3.
And I'm sure you have some people, because it's always a busy time, that maybe they don't eat, but maybe they come in, make a donation, or go make some bids or whatever, right?
Yeah, there's people that you'll see them come in the door, but you never see them come through the line. So whatever, we'll take anything that anybody wants to give us.
However you want to help.
However you want to help, that's right.
Great. Sheila, you've got some other notes here you wanted to share?
Well, I just wanted to say we're going to be using the number system, so no one has to feel guilty running up their neighbor, or if wives want to buy something and not have their husbands know, or vice versa. That's possible. I did want to say that Cole and Juana had asked me to share their deep appreciation for what the community has done for their family. As they put it, this community has come together as one to surround their son and their family with love and prayers. And he just wanted to say thank you, especially to the Lions, for doing what they're doing, and that anyone that is helping or that has donated. He was just they're quite I think, overwhelmed by everything. And I think we're going to have probably, I told Dean, probably 100 items. So when you bid, and then hopefully, please come back if you're the high bidder and pick it up, because otherwise we have to move everything out, and it ends up in my office for people to pick up. But if you don't have to be present to win or have the high bid, we'll make sure that it gets to you.
Do you have someone call that, if you were the high bidder, someone calls and says,
we do.
Come back? And
Yeah, that's what we did with Chris's too. We stepped outside of the gym so we could have cell service, and then we called, and a lot of people came back and got stuff. But I know there's just so many more things here that I haven't even mentioned, but it's just really, really nice quality stuff.
And you've had people just, as you mentioned, just donate, which is so impressive.
Well, they just, I think like me, when I was asked to help, I didn't know the family, but just immediately, I think, especially, not that it isn't for everyone, but it's especially when there's a child involved.
Yeah.
And people have just stepped up that, I thank goodness for Facebook and Messenger, because I've gotten so many messages they find me through Messenger. And then, because sometimes when people call, you don't know if it's a scam call, but then they'll leave a message, and then I'll call them back, and then we make the connections to pick things up.
Well, it sounds like you've been maybe a little bit overwhelmed, but if people would like to donate items, you'd still take them, right?
We will absolutely still take them. And I just wanted to say, too, from myself, a huge thank you to the people of this community and the businesses. They just, whenever I ask, it's just, what do you need? And I don't care if people are on different sides of different things, but when it comes to coming together as one for a community benefit, I think Richland County is one of the best, that they come together and they support each other, and I'm so proud of that.
Right. Such an area, and it sounds like outside the county has responded well,
Exactly.
too.
Yes. Yep.
Perfect.
All around.
Dean, anything else you wanted to add?
No, I think that's about all. I just want to thank the community and the school, for all the support that we get. And you guys here are just amazing with all the work you do for the community. And just hope everybody comes out and has a good breakfast and spends a lot of money and helps out the family.
7 to 12:30 on Sunday at the Ithaca Commons. Sheila, anything else you want to add?
It's going to be a great day. It's going to be beautiful weather, and our spaghetti supper didn't go so well. Mother Nature didn't want to cooperate for the Kiwanis, but
and you're not going to reschedule that?
We're not going to reschedule it. No, we'll pick up something else along the way. But no, just come out and just come and be that part of that community that supports this family.
Yeah, we hope that everyone does. Thanks for coming in today, guys.
Thank you, Phil.
Thank you, Phil.
Ithaca Lions breakfast coming up on Sunday, a fundraiser for young Emmett Miller, who is a member of the Ithaca School District, and his family. Coming up again, Sheila's number is 608-604-4672, or Jessica Huntermer at 604-6601.